You know, we've all heard those statistics about how autism's on the rise, and it's so much more frequently diagnosed now. I think you'll hear maybe 10 years ago was 1 in every 2,000 children, or 1 in every 1,500 that was diagnosed, and then now you hear, you know, 1 in every 150 children will be diagnosed with autism. I think even more recently, less than that. And you hear those statistics, and while they're staggering, it just doesn't translate, I don't think, until it touches you personally.
I think getting a diagnosis like autism is so final.
But even though you prepared yourself for hearing something's not quite right, it's still so hard when you hear it.
I think I kind of was in shock because I didn't really know what that meant.
It's a hard diagnosis to accept as a parent.
First thing that runs through your head is the future. You know, what's he going to be like when he gets older? It's the first thing you think of.
You feel sort of sad because you don't know what his potential is going to take him to.
I felt like life was just going through a black hole. Then there's this weight that just drops on you. Like, now what?
The reality of it is you start living with it and then trying to search, well, what am I supposed to do?
As the main provider of the house, I'm like, what resources are we going to need now? I mean, what do we do?
I think one of the hardest things for many, many years is sort of a sense of isolation.
Makes things that are really important to other people seem really not important to you.
It's so able to consume everything that you can sometimes forget to live.
Till my hand shows away. I think it's tough when you look at the reality that a lot of families don't have access to these services, but mostly because the funds aren't there.
One of the most important things is getting financial help.
You know, we learned pretty quick that insurance does not have very good provisions. It just, you know, doesn't come close to what is needed.
The therapy, I think we figured, was $20,000 a year. Just an average middle class, even upper middle class families can't afford it.
But if it's treatment for a diagnosis that my son has, I need to be able to get the treatment to him.
And that ultimately, you know, is why we're asking people to help us and asking people to vote with us as we look to get some money from this Pepsi grant. You know, if we could set up a scholarship fund that would just provide extra resources for us to grant to families that really could use the services and really need the financial help, then I think it's just a tremendous gift to the community, and it's a great opportunity for any and all of us really to show our support.
Therapy really has benefited us. It has given us armor to know what to do at home. You know, given us tools, rather, to know what to do at home.
It gives you hope and strength.
Yeah.
All the things that enable a parent to be able to live life as normally as possible and to feel some hope and to feel some empowerment that you're not just flailing out there.
You know, if we're doing anything for these parents and for these families, I think that we need to see to it that we help them achieve their highest potential for a great quality of life, and to really understand and help them see the realization of the goals that they have for their children.
I want him to love others and be able to express it so that he can receive love in return. Because that is life.